Okay, and my name is Martin, and today what we'll be doing is we'll be creating the staircase and the hole in the ceiling to be able to put in the second floor. So let's go ahead and start that. So I'm going to zoom into the building that we created in the last tutorial, and looking at the space that I have, I probably can create a staircase going across the building this way, so then that way the person walking in has to actually walk around and then go up the staircase. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is create the staircase. So again, I'm going to go underneath geometries. I'm going to pull in the staircase. I'm going to turn this around probably about 180 degrees. Okay, and from there we'll position it against the back wall. I don't really have to worry about it coming out too much. There's not going to be much on the other side for any player to see or do. I just need to make sure that I have enough space on the staircase that the player can actually walk up, and that I'm not leaving a gap between this and the wall. So I'm going to zoom in and see if I'm not leaving a gap. Okay, once I've determined that I'm not doing that, it just depends on how I want to do this. Do I want to leave like a plane right here and then have a second staircase that goes up? And I actually like that idea, so let's grab this. I'm going to move it just a little bit forward. I'm going to grab another box, another geometry box, set it there, and with this one, again, I'll put it up against the wall, and let's make sure that there are no gaps. Okay, that feels right. And there we are. So now we have the height correct. I'm going to, let's say this is on the x-axis, so let's make this 500. Let's then move that back. And I don't know, let's, oops. Okay, let's make it a little bit wide. I'm going to actually make it go all the way against the wall. So let's make this 1000 because I think the building is 15. Okay, so that's going to come out the side of the building. So at 1000 that's too long. Let's make it 900. Okay, it's not coming out the wall. It looks like I'm making contact with the wall. I can see that I'm inside the wall there. And here I don't have any bit of a gap between it and the stairs. Okay, fantastic. So that looks good. Now I'm going ahead and grab that stairs. I'm going to hit Control-C, Control-V to make another copy. I'm going to bring that up and over top. And so I'm going to move that this way. And let's grab one of these boxes. And sorry about that. That was my dog. Not seem like it was in the right place. Okay, that feels a lot better. Okay, so now that we have that, let's go up here and start the geometry, the subtractive geometry. So I'm going to grab another box. I'm going to put that there. I'm suspecting that the hole on the x-axis is probably going to be, let's say, 500. So let's leave it at about 500. Again, from top to bottom, the z-axis doesn't need to be that large. Remember that the wall thickness was 30, so if I leave this around 50, that should be okay. And the let's say tab, and then the thickness will judge based on the stairs, but the stairs should be around 200, maybe 250. So let me leave this around 250. Again, what we're going to want to do is grab this and bring it down. Have a piece of it showing on the top. Have a piece of it being able to be seen by the bottom. Here we can kind of adjust it, and I'm going to put it up against the wall here so that there's not a space between it. There we go. And now let's see, is it starting at about the first cube? So let's bring that forward because we said we wanted this box to start at about right here. And that means it's going to need to go back a little bit further. So let's go to the top, knowing where that is now. This is on the x-axis, so let's make the x-axis, let's say 800. We know that this is probably going to get pulled back just a little bit, and let's see how that feels. Okay, so let's hit the subtract. Okay, it looks and feels correct. let's go and get our player and let's push play and see what happens. Can our character get up there? Okay, that also looks a little bit better. Need to fix that just a little bit more. Let's go up the stairs. We're on that second platform. And now what's happening is that the platform that I'm on is a little bit shy of the top. So what I want to do, but yeah, definitely that this feels comfortable going up the staircase, and that if I was going up backwards or that I was going up forwards, and definitely that from left to right we have enough space, and that we actually don't fall, well, I mean at a certain point we do fall through, but not up here. Okay, so let's fix the staircase up there, so then that way so let's hit escape. Let's go and see how we can fix this to make this a little bit better. So one of the things we can do is we can go to the staircase and we can increase the number of steps. Okay, so that has increased the number of steps. And by doing that, then let's grab this and move it a little bit further to the back. And let's make it a little bit wider. And let's make sure that it's not coming out the back side of the building. Okay. And now I need to make it just a bit taller. So that's the z-axis. Let's make this, let's say 400. And now let's move it back and down. Okay, so there what's happening is the negative space from this is affecting the platform and the stairs. So what I'm going to do is select again the negative space by clicking on the edge, and let's move this in the upward direction so that I can get the bottom side of this even with the bottom side of the stairs. At least it'll look like the platform is a little bit closer. Let's look at the edge here and see how close we can move it in this direction. See, now I'm starting to see an edge there, so that's a bit too much. Alright, and if I need to, the stairs did feel wide enough, so one of two things I can do. I can either widen the whole thing out, so if I was to, let's say, do something like this, widen the floor, grab the stairs, do something similar, obviously not making the hole in the stairs, and then do the same thing to this, and then that way the landing here doesn't look too bad. It'll just look like a wide step with another secondary step. Okay, so let's check this with our player. Let's see if this feels comfortable as they go up. As they do we need to jump, make an additional jump motion to get up there, or does just straight walking get us up there? Okay, so very easy, very comfortable to jump up. I can drop down. Okay, let's go back up again. Okay, very easy. Let's do the drop down again. Okay. So at this point, what we can do is we can fix these areas and get them a little bit cleaner, unless of course you wanted the area to come out. So it's totally up to you. Again, style this however you feel fit. The most important thing obviously is that the character can run up the stairs and across and back down the stairs easily without any obstructions. They're not hitting their head up here on the back end to this. Alright, so now that we have the second floor I'm going to leave up to you guys as far as like whether you want to give it 4 walls, whether you want to leave it a little bit open, like so that people can look out. Just make sure that people cannot jump off of this edge, And let's say, for example, you wanted to leave this open, but you also did not want people to be able to get through this. There is underneath volumes what is called a blocking volume. So this right here, if I grab a blocking volume and put it in place, let's stretch this out, and let's stretch this up, and let's move this up and hit N so that it's landing right there. And let's make it just a little bit wider. Alright, so theoretically at this point, if I have that barrier right there and I try to get my character to go through that, I'm not going to be able to. So let's push play and let's see if that's actually true. Okay. So no matter how hard I try, whoops, fell off the building. So right there. It's an invisible wall. So if I have a blocking barrier, oops, let's see if that also works with my ammunition. It does. So if I try shooting at it, I will also have these things being shot back. If I shoot beyond it, let's see, there it is. I could probably shoot over it. Oops. Okay, so I hit the barrier. No barrier. There's where the barrier starts. Okay, so that's a blocking volume. So you can definitely use a blocking volume if you wanted to have some kind of like a cool looking out there but not being able to actually walk out there section. Alright, so again, I'm going to stop the video at this point, and what we'll do in the next video is I actually want to decorate this a little bit, so we're going to do a little bit of importing different assets from different kits that we get from the Unreal from Epic Games. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you understand how to make stairs now and how to make a hole and make a second floor and get people up there using a stair system. And have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.